Welcome to another Motive Monday. What's going on? I am so excited about being able to have this discussion, these regular discussions. Motive Mondays are a opportunity for us to check our motives. And when you think about motives, it's about looking at our heart and asking what's the driving force behind your decisions, looking at our thoughts and asking what's the driving force behind your decisions. Even looking at our actions and asking ourselves what's the driving force behind our decisions when it comes to these three areas. It could even be looked at as far as your emotions are concerned. What's the driving force behind your decisions? And as I stated in last week's discussion, that we are built on the foundation of a wise man. The proverb, a wise man or woman leaves an inheritance for their children's children. And last week I talked a bit about inheritance. But this week I want to talk about that A part of it where it says a wise man builds or leaves. And I thought about the fact of what is a wise man or woman? Wise is defined as having or showing experience, knowledge, and good judgment, responding sensibly or shrewdly to a particular situation, having knowledge in a specific subject, alert to or aware of. So wise does not, it has nothing to do with age. Wisdom has nothing to do with age, but it is all based on having or showing experience or knowledge or good judgment in specific areas. And when it comes down to inheritance, we can perceive inheritance as wealth. Now, for us, wealth is not based off of the common term of meaning financial abundance. We define wealth as the seven spheres of wealth. The seven spheres of wealth is our spiritual wealth, our physical wealth, our solical wealth, social wealth, community wealth, influence wealth, and generational wealth. And as far as for the sake of this live, we're going to focus on spiritual wealth. Dr. Miles Monroe is the author of The Seven Spheres of Wealth, and he describes spiritual wealth as having to do with one's heart and relationships with the Most High. But I'm going to push that dialogue further. What's going on, you guys? Thank you so much for joining. So I'm going to push this dialogue a little bit further, as opposed to spiritual wealth just being about having a relationship with the Most High, as well as with the hard work that takes place. I believe that the spiritual wealth is about our existence and knowing that our existence is divine, and each of us are here on divine assignment. A lot of times we have this earthly experience, and we are here, are a part of this world, and it's more along the lines of, it's like you forget your divinity. You are trapped in the toils and the work of, what's up, Rob? And the work of being in this physical experience. But I believe that when you have a divine existence, it means that nothing about your previous, present, or future state is a surprise to your divine existence. I personally love action movies, but what comes to mind is a lot of those CIA movies. And when an agent is given an assignment, they're given a cover. Their cover is a file that talks about their life, their backstory, their families, their experience, so they can infiltrate areas and impact that particular place that they are assigned to. And I believe that that's the same way with us, that we, before even coming into this natural existence, before even tapping into our natural existence, are giving a cover. And that means that our relationships, the families that we are birthed into are an assignment. That means that our race, our sex, our sexuality, our work dynamics or family dynamics, as well as our tax bracket, is all a part of our assignment. And when you know that your life, your whole entire existence is an assignment, you impact the area that you have been called to infiltrate differently. You don't see the circumstances that happen to you on a day-to-day basis as something that's a surprise. It's known to your divine existence, but it may not. It may just be being revealed to you in that present circumstances, even down to the trauma that we experience, the different things that we go through as a child, whether it been separation or molestation, or if they're our parents going through divorces, whatever trauma or anything that happened prior to your existence and that you were birthed into that particular circumstances to infiltrate and positively impact. And that's what our assignment is, regardless of if we're just talking to random people on the street. So our relationships, the way that we dish out our finances, we should all see these particular things, these particular areas, as divine assignment. Nothing about our existence is surprising. Nothing about our existence is happenstance. Even down to the family that the parents that we were born to, we were assigned to them. The circumstances of the family dynamics, whether there be generational curses of dishonesty, lack of integrity, whether there be generational curses of molestation through the bloodline, or domestic violence through the bloodline, or mistreating of women or mistreating of men, whatever those particular circumstances were that occurred prior to your existence and during your existence and even in your future, are all a part of your assignment. It's an assignment. It's an assignment. It's an assignment. It's an assignment. Everything, every relationship, every dollar that you spend, every house or place that you're living in, everything that you would possibly go through now and in the future is an assignment. And when it comes down to being knowledgeable, how do I pass on this spiritual wealth? This spiritual wealth of knowing that I am a part of a divine existence, and that I have a responsibility, I have an assignment, and everybody that's connected to me is a part of this assignment and also have their individual assignment. I often say that we are a lot of times our own hero in our story, as well as our own villain in someone else's. So knowing the part that you play in your assignment is important. And being able to pass down to your children and your children's children that their existence is number one, divine. There's nothing that's a surprise about them being here. It may have been a surprise to you, but their existence is purposeful. It's intended, just like your existence is purposeful and intended. And that the life that they have is an assignment. The people that they come in contact with is an assignment. How they impact and infiltrate this particular existence is an assignment. And that causes us to lead a purpose-filled life, a purposeful life. All right, so that's a bit of my segment